Man, that's some bullshit ass logic. You know, if I wasn't all tied to this machine, there's like the monitor right in front of me. It's actually perched atop a pyramid. There's like a end table. Then there's a cooler. And then there's like one of these small little storage boxes. And then the computer and monitor actually perched on top of that. Very precarious. So I can't be stumbling through here like a bull in a china shop. Plus, I'm attached to it with a cord. If all that wasn't true, I'd be dancing a jig right now. Because I'm about to watch 12 straight Legend of Galactic Heroes. And I might even be watching 18 in a row. I might just go ahead and do another because the subscription's running out pretty soon. So I might just try to, just do a monstrous amount of episodes in a row. And see, that always helps me because last time I did 12 in a row, I was really getting into mythology. I was picking up on shit. I was noticing characters returning 10 episodes later and stuff. And so I feel like it really helps. So, this is probably going to be an all day adventure. So, and in fact, these videos are going to be long because there's 3 episodes per video. So, let's just jump straight into this shit. This is episode 27. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the episode in editing. I'll be putting the episode titles as I say the number, just in case you need help syncing up, because we're starting to get pretty far into it. And I just want to make sure, just maybe I say the wrong name or I've got it marked wrong or something. In editing, I will make sure I put in the episode titles. So, we're starting at 1. 3, 2, 1. It's been a while. Because I didn't even record the ones for the reason I'm doing 12 in a row is supposed to do something for January. Wait, we got new reading? Yeah, okay. The more the song changes, the more it remains the same. I get you. So it's actually been like probably 2 months, 6, 7, 8 weeks since I've watched an episode of this. So, really excited to get back into it at this point. No, it's been longer than that because I pivoted over to do One Piece for a month. Or something. Something happened like that. Like, I think I've been doing a couple of things. So it's actually been longer. That's why it feels so long, actually, now that I think about it. And the intro is different, I believe. That's no interest, that gray haired, forehead motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. He just feels like an opportunist to me. Which is never a good thing when you're trying to run the universe. He kicked their asses, in other words. This is a nice little wrap up, actually, considering it's been a while since I've watched this. Would be historian. Like, you need a license, or like you have to pass a bar exam to be a historian. Like, anybody can be a historian. Whether people respect you, they really are. They're like, they're. This is a nice little capsule here. One thing that this show has not done a good job of, even though they show the calendar. They show the calendar here. I guess if you're keeping track, if you're writing notes, you could understand the passages of time. But you say like the next year, in dialogue, they've not done a good job of like establishing how much time has passed. Which, like I said, they do put the calendar on there, and most shows don't do that. Even I said, I kind of realized, I guess you just have to pay attention to the calendar. So I guess it's not really knocking against the show. It's just different. It's not what we're used to. We're used to them saying, well, last year, sometime in dialogue they mention it, and you can kind of get what's going on, right? Because in a space show, you don't have the passage of seasons. If we see, like this time about 49, I think they first started at 47. I think about it. But if you see it's Christmas and then you see it's Christmas again, it's understood that's a year. We don't really have that situation here. Yes, that's right. Hey, we still know what Boy Scouts are. That's pretty good. You gotta be careful about that with like way in the future shit. You gotta be careful what you're referencing. Don't panic. All I'm seeing is panicking. What are you talking about? Don't panic. Oh shit. Here's Julian. That's right. He's in the military. He's no longer the humble manservant. Now he's in the fucking military. That dude's deader than disco, man. I'm telling you. He is dying in this series. Not in this episode. Maybe not even this season. He is 100% going to be dying. I'm calling my shot. Yep, gang up on him. That's classic warfare, man. Gang up on the enemy. You're not supposed to fight him 1-on-3. You're supposed to fight him 3-on-1. That's just the way it goes, man. Yeah. How's eavesdropping? Power and money. Yeah, well, money. Tomato, tomato. Impartial taxation. In other words, it's about the Benjamin Joe. That's right. Just plow them over. I know they're not, but it looks like they are. Yeah, that's what he said, motherfucker. Quit talking back to me, Smedley. This is my car. You can walk if you want to. Interesting. Yet they saved it all for nothing. I don't remember. I'll have to see a face. And I've said this before. The scale of these battles, the number of capital ships they be talking about, total ships, each one manned by hundreds of people, it's just mind-boggling. It's hard to conceptualize. Because the wars I've studied, man, 10, 20 capital ships per side in a battle was like a massive number, right? Midway had what? 4 carriers on one side and 6 on the other? I mean, I don't even think they had any battleships. They had like some cruisers and shit. So it's just, you see what I mean? And they're talking about 250. The scale is just monstrous. The amount of death we're talking about is just incredible. I've talked about this before. It's just, this show keeps reminding me of that. The massive loss of life. And, unlike the countries in World War II, these two sides, they have billions and billions of population, so they can support it. To them, losing 5 million people is not the same as if you lost 5 million people in World War II in one battle, right? I'm trying to nab, motherfucker. So is he going to hit this or not? What's up? What you calling for, motherfucker? Wake up. He been in the service. Oh, okay. I thought for a second the way he was looking around like he was confused. No, he was talking about the fact Julian's part of the forces in the battle. Okay, I got you. He knew where he was. Wow, that was a really cool shot. They were from inside the cockpit to outside. I like how they did that. It's like, they made the cockpit translucent for a second as the camera goes through it, and then it's solid again as the camera goes out. I just like that animation. It's pretty cool. Clumsy, as if they're incompetent or maybe trainees. Yeah, we're scared because they're acting incompetently. They've got them gunshot, man. They're scared, I said. Let's talk about it for a really long time. I do wonder why these ships are more computerized. More robots and AI, less people on them. Probably because when this was written in the 80s, I think it was, they just, they couldn't conceptualize that the way we can now. Man, I don't know about that. Join you. Another thing that's interesting about this must have been the first episode of each season or something, or a mini season or something, because they're cutting back and forth between the two protagonists. Typically, the structure is one episode per protagonist for the most part, except maybe at the very end, right? Here they're cutting back and forth. That's right, kiss that ass. All of my loyalty to you, not 80% of it, all of it. They did that again. I like that effect. It's a cool effect. That's right. Use the force. Oh shit! They say he was out. Man, he's been shooting like a motherfucker. Yep, he's right. It's all true. I mean, I find that hard to believe. Dogs, carrier pigeons. I don't know about all that. It is we can consider it an alternate reality, right? Things may have developed differently. Wait, by resupply, did you mean coming back and eating, motherfucker? I mean, you're supposed to just grab a breakfast burrito and get back out there, man. What the fuck? Really? Damn, dude. Dude, you're the one who made the hand gesture, motherfucker. Don't get mad at him. Fucking hell, what a bitch. Old redhead motherfucker there's a dick. You're gonna notice that little weird edit there. I had forgotten to set down the thermostat because the heating air, central air, which I'm not used to in my old house because I didn't have it, is really fucking loud. It's like impossible to record with it's on. So I have to turn it all the way down to like 55 to make sure it doesn't come on while I record. You know, wintertime and everything. So you'll have heard the obnoxious ass noise and then you'll see a weird edit. So hopefully that all still syncs up. Yeah, that's right. I had no blind spot. Oh shit. That's right, motherfucker. That's how you do it. Fuck yeah. That was hot as hell. I like that. Yeah, but we actually did that shit. Interesting interpretation, actually. So the Empire strengthened and the alliance was weakened. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's clear these guys are playing both sides. I didn't realize they had forces of their own, though. I thought it was all, they were like money people, right? You know, like a financial cartel, in other words. Hmm. Right, okay. So this, like, that's, like, it sounds like they're now saying they do have military forces, though, which is interesting. Yeah, you better beg his pardon. Well, at least we're saying space superiority and not air superiority. There's been a little wonky translation here and there. Think about another thing too. You got a couple hundred destroyed capital ships. There's gonna be so much fucking debris in space. I know space is big, but still, you're here in this battlefield. You know what I'm saying? That would be a problem. Yeah, no shit, asshole. Okay, fine. He's not an asshole. He saved his butt. So yeah. Bragging about Look at that shit. Competitive as fuck. Well, they're not rookies anymore, motherfucker. Shit. You gotta be shitting me. In other words, we're fucked. Get out of here, kid. Too bad there's not a back seat, right? Fuck, man. That's grim. Tell you what, man. He's not a rookie anymore. You go through one of these. This you can't be distracted by this shit. You gotta focus, man. It's one thing I pride myself on. I have a singular focus. Dad had it too. That's why you're so good in the Navy, right? Whatever your task at hand is, that's all is in your head while you're doing it. Like I have all kinds of other issues I'm dealing with, but this is the only thing I'm focused on right now. That's why you gotta be in battle too, or you're dead. You know, it's that simple. The only people that make it out, a fighter pilot at least. Maybe on a ship you can slack, right? But on a fighter pilot, if you can't be singularly focused, you're dead. Admiral, at this rate, reinforcements. I like that. Motherfucker's about to say some quitting ass shit, right? At this rate, we're all gonna die. The battle has been joined. There's been one thing I've noticed. Like, there was definitely some time between last episode and this one, because I've noticed some more detail. Like the ships have like, individual like decorations, like they would. Even some of the capital ships do. So it's like that's just an animation decision that was made. I think between seasons or something, or between working periods. Of course, they've never really focused on any pilots before, so you could explain it that way. That's right. Handle my light work, minion. You can't be getting individual reports on individual pilots, man. Oh, he downed them, huh? Downed them. You goddamn right. That was a slick ass move too, man. What's up, brah? You know, the guy on the right and the guy on the left kind of look like each other. It's just a little bit of the character designs are very similar. The hair color is very similar. One of them has some white in his hair. That's the only way you can tell them apart. So I sometimes confuse the two for each other. You see that though? Like I think they should have done something to make them a little bit more distinctive. Because there's this motherfucker, and then there's the other one that just has all purple hair, right? Like they look very similar to me. Where all these other character designs are very distinctive. Yep. Yeah, they ain't gonna back down. That's for goddamn sure. First battle. Remember that, Mr. Editor. I'm gonna keep these short in between. But I like the changes I've been noticing. Like I mentioned, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe like for instance, we never focused on the fighter pilots before. Maybe they were always distinctive. The different fighters had different colors and markings on them, and images and shit. Maybe that's true. But I just don't. Anyway, my point is like if they did make changes, I like what they're doing. So And it's interesting to see Julian like in a frontline role because we weren't really getting those frontline roles at that kind of small level. The most we were getting was like on the bridge of one of the capital ships right before it got blown up or some shit, right? But yeah, this is a good start. Other than me like forgetting the air and having to do an awkward cut at some point in there. But as far as the episode, the content goes, it was really good. I wonder if they're going to keep cutting back in between the two camps moving forward, starting with this episode. Or if that was just like that first episode was just like an introductory to the new story arc kind of situation, which I suspect it was. It'll be interesting. But if I'm right, then this will either be one side or the other exclusively for the entire episode. But let's check it out. This is episode 28. You see the title below. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. There's no real good place to set my glass down. I have to like bend over and shit. You know, nobody wants to do that. Somebody told me this is German, so this was like I know it's discussed previously, but it was like a collaboration between a German company and a Japanese company. I find very interesting, considering that seems to be the two styles of protagonists here as well, right? I was wondering if they're going to do the same opening style from now on. Looks like they are. I know who the character is, but I wonder if she represents what they're fighting for. You know? I mean, specifically, she's what the Baron is fighting for. Reinhardt, something like that. Um, but in a more generic way, you know, because that's such a domestic thing, you know. Like, what is that? Needlework, I guess, stitchwork, something like that. It could be knitting, you know. But it's such a domestic activity. So you could sum that up and you could say that basically they're fighting for the civilian populations. Yeah, you got to wonder how much the civilian populations are actually getting out of all this, you know? Because I doubt they are getting very much. They're probably starving. That's right. You better fucking beg, bitch. Very well, you won't be charged. Yeah, he did some really good groveling. It was my family. Yeah, I brought something. I brought something to show my gratitude. I take it back. Arrest this man. This is outrageous. Yeah, that's right. See, you fucked up, dude. Arrest this motherfucker. That's right, motherfucker. He was out, man. He was out and they pulled his ass back in. Yeah, you dumbass. Dumbass. Throw that painting in the trash. Man, he is kicking ass. You better take care of it, bitch. I mean, you should care. If they have a way of doing things, you don't want to just tear it all up for no reason, right? But I think that's kind of the point, actually. So, damn, dude, what crawled up your ass? Jesus. I know. You got to change the culture. It's like when a new football coach comes in. You got to change culture. Rip up the fucking carpets just because, you know, just to do something different. The place looks different, we feel different, you know. I still miss that poor redheaded bastard. Then you shouldn't do it, motherfucker. He's arresting people today. Yeah, we saw that. We got our asses kicked. I tip my cap to you, sir. You better be silent, man. Yeah, that's true. Look at him, man. He ain't sitting down giving orders. He is standing up and pointing. He's a bad motherfucker. I don't necessarily agree with the whole glaze they put over the flashbacks. I think we're smart enough to understand their flashbacks, but it's a very complicated story. I get it. For instance, they just showed the year. 76, it's now 89, so 13 years ago. We don't need the glaze, you know? But it's just a stylistic choice. I mean, you could have walked around, motherfucker. Hey, Mom, why are we still using wind drying? Like, don't we have technology now? Air drying, I guess is what I should say. Although there is a wind out there, but you know. 3 years later, gotcha. One of the things they're doing here, clearly he's not home. If he was home, living with her as they both grew up, it'd be weird, right? I assume she's gonna be a love interest. Yep. What are you gonna do, motherfucker? I like how they're bringing this back. Don't make me kick your ass again. We saw it in the movie. I wonder if this was cut out of the first 3 episodes. Because I know they cut a lot out. And that's how they're bringing this back. Oh shit. Now you're your official reprimand for that bullshit. You can do a lot with a few images, man. Look how much story they're telling here. Damn. Damn, motherfucker. Watch where you're going. Jesus. And I'm talking to him. It's on the pedestrian not to get hit. What an asshole. Pushing people aside and shit. I really do like how they can go from like a massive fucking battle in one episode. In the very next episode, be a human interest story about a character we've only seen a couple times before, right? Show his whole backstory. This show has a good rhythm to the storytelling, is what I'm saying. I'm trying to hit that, you see? Spit it out, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Come on, motherfucker. Get it together. Thank God we don't have to hear him stumble through the whole thing, right? Dumbass. But like I said, like if they've been growing up, like living together years in the same house, bedrooms across the hall from each other, it'd be weird. He pretty much left. So it was never really like that. So that makes sense. Because it doesn't have to be biological. Just like growing up with somebody, you just have it. Like there's a thing that happens psychologically where it just becomes disgusting, you know. Damn, mom, calm down. It's not that serious. Oh, now we're gonna get his story. Excellent. I know that motherfucker is Wolf. I don't know if I can. I don't know how many memories I can have in my head, man. Any names? I mean, oh, that's a long ass name. See, Wolf is easy to remember, right? Hall, like, fucking hell. Yep, they'll break him off and then he walks away. Look at him. He's not even looking back. God damn. We got to fight in the snow? Fuck this, man. Fuck Planet Hoth. I would not fight on Hoth. I'm just saying. It's one thing I've definitely noticed about this show that's a recurring theme. Everybody be counting how many they kill and shit, you know? If I had asked Dad how many places he had bombed, he would know. You know, he's fire control technician for the cruiser, right? They do fire support, bomb a bunch of shit, you know, blow up a weapons depot or some shit, right? Blow up a bridge. He would have no idea. He didn't really keep track like that, you know? But I know fighter pilots do. They would put a decal on their plane for every one they shot down. So I guess it depends what part of the service you're in. Man, it looks like a hellish ass planet, man. You better be drinking up. Oh, come on, dude. Jesus Christ. You're a dumbass. So you hate your mom. Like, what's that got to do with the rest of us? Goddamn. I'm sure she was a bitch. That has nothing to do with anything else. Debauchery of the court. Jesus Christ. I see. Jesus. So you took your father's side, apparently. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, my God. Fucking hell, man. Look, I know Nobody's gonna ever be worse than Bojack Horseman's mom, but goddamn, she is a cunt. I get it. Yeah. Look, I'm just waving the knife over him. I wasn't gonna do anything. Fucking A, man. Have another drink, asshole. Yeah, yeah, we get it. We all got sob stories, kid. You don't see the rest of us blaming half the fucking human race, dumbass. I understand him though. Like I do understand him more. I will definitely remember this motherfucker. I won't remember his name, Ruthenthal or whatever the fuck it is, but I will remember him. That's a pretty vivid story he just painted there. Like, god damn, man. Uh huh. Yeah, see, I've mentioned that before. Like over there, they will intentionally get drunk so they can confide in each other, and then pretend the next day they don't remember it. You know, it's a whole thing. That's right. You and your mustache, get the fuck out of here. Right. I'm not waiting for shit, motherfucker. Interesting. That's just crazy enough to work. Get over here, you bald bastard. So, do you use warp drive? I've been wondering about that. These some insidious motherfuckers. Right. That's the only thing holding them back. You need more? Goddamn, man. Right, because he's too fucking awesome. Man, we're getting a third backstory. Oh, okay. No, they're just introducing a couple more motherfuckers. Your old problems are always going to be there, motherfucker. Yep. Promoted into oblivion, they call that shit. Oh, shit. Barbecue sauce bold. Oh shit. Picked him up by his ears like Johnson did. What a weird way to try to diminish somebody. He's not letting anybody advise him. He's just barking out at everybody. Like, I know he turned around to the dude who's talking about moving to Fortress and shit. But his first inclination is basically fuck off to everybody, right? It's at least in body language, in tone of voice. He lost his little redheaded boy, and that's it, man. I don't know. It's also not logical to be second guessing shit above your head, man. You don't have all the information. Yeah, what is becoming this motherfucker? I don't know, man. I'd have to throw him out the window. It's gonna be some shit. That's what it's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna get a decisive victory, but which means they might be getting their ass kicked. Portrait. So far, there hasn't been any spoilers lately in the titles. That is, you know, the model should have been a little bit more slick. I've got one of those military switchblade knives, right? So you got the hilt. The hilt is kind of nondescript. It fits in your hand. You easily concealed. And you press the button, and this fucking massive blade comes out, right? And you can do your dirty work with this baby or whatever. Or if the maid comes in, you hit the button again, it's gone. No blade. You just have a little something in your hand. It could be a lighter, it could be a pen or whatever. You just go, wasn't trying to cut off any baby's eyes. She should have been more slick, man. She's got some fucking steak knife or some shit, some ceremonial dagger. Like, all that ain't necessary. Just, it's all about stealth, man. When you're trying to do some nefarious shit. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to jump into the next one. All right, it looks like I was right. I'm not saying I was a genius. It was a pretty obvious pattern. But, we got an Empire episode last episode, and now we're going to get an Alliance-centric episode this episode, I assume. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. I really do believe the human race will be essentially the same. We're essentially the same now as we were 5,000 years ago. I mean, how do we know that? Well, archaeological digs, records, some writings and stuff. Gilgamesh, how old is that? Is that about 4,000 years old, something like that? Yeah, we can intuit a lot of things from all that stuff. We're essentially the same, We're taller now, generally speaking. Napoleon was like 5'6" and was average for his. The whole thing about him being short, that was all propaganda against him. 5'6" was average 200 years ago. Now it's probably 5'10" is average. So we're taller now, we're bigger, we live longer. And maybe by living longer, that changed. I'm talking about psyche here, right? Like, the way human beings see these things, the way they relate to each other, the solutions they come up with. The only reason we're not fighting all the time is now the consequences are nuclear war. Otherwise, we would be. So I don't think we've really changed that much, is what I'm saying. Interesting. There's some interesting world building stuff here. That's right. You goddamn right he skipped a line. He's a bad motherfucker. You better pay homage to God, motherfucker. This is a very risky plan, by the way. That's what I'm wondering. I always think I should have mentioned this in between episodes. It makes more sense to keep them at each other's throats, right? This here is risky. It's risky as hell because what if you don't execute him? Still a brat, by the way. Hmm. I don't know, man. If he's consolidated authority, he's way more powerful now, And he has nothing else to pull focus. He'll be completely focused on security and, the government and, I don't know, man. We'll see how it plays out, obviously. But, I think this dude's, he's putting his own head in on the chopping block. Well, it's true. He's right about that. Rome didn't fall because of the fucking barbarians. The fish rots from the neck, from the head down. Yeah. Yeah. Let's table this discussion because your logic's like destroying my logic, right? This church will fuck you up, son. Goddamn right. Respect the cross, bitch. You better go grab a drink. What gives them pleasure in life? Power. Power gives them pleasure in life, motherfucker. Yeah. He's a little finger ass motherfucker in more ways than one. I'm sure, yeah. Yeah. So, down with barbarism is what you're saying, sir. This fucking creepy ass cat. Something about him I just don't like. It does seem kind of mundane, doesn't it? Oh, shit. That was my dad's rank, Master Chief Petty Officer. He was never into that fucking politics. That's why he never became a commissioned officer. The whole shit they were doing last episode, I meant to bring that up too. Sitting around gossiping about how they're going to be promoted and what happens to who and what, dinner parties and shit. He wasn't about that life, so he's like, fuck being a commissioned officer. He wanted to actually get work done. Oh shit. So the cat is actually his. I don't think I ever understood that before. I thought it was Yang's cat. Man, I don't know who the fuck you are. Kick it down the road. I know one thing. He's been feeding that cat too much. I know I'm one to talk, but I'm saying, goddamn. Goddamn. Look at him sweating and shit. This is not good. God damn. I assume that's a lot. Man, eat my ass. What are you gonna do if we don't pay a bitch? You better extend it. Right, right. Yeah, I get what he's saying. Maybe they want him to come here and personally talk to them, so that keeps him away from the fortress. That's all part of the plan. Yeah, what if something happens to him? Something happens to him. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But they said they want him out of commission, right? They want him away from the fortress. Oh, shit. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, well played. Yeah, you're wrong, motherfucker. Yeah, ask him to come here personally so he's away from the fortress. That's what this is about. It's all part of the plan. I just realized the parallel of Yang and Reinhold both losing a close, confidant friend, right? I didn't make that connection when that first happened with the redhead. Of course, Yang lost his during the movie, right? But. Well, true. Hell yeah. He slaughtered plenty of the enemy. Talk about it in graphic detail, Julian. I like their kind of brotherly relationship, you know. You'd think, given the age difference, it might have been fatherly, but it feels way more like brotherly because he fucks with him, right? He makes fun of him and shit. You know, that's more of a brother thing than a father thing. Oh shit, never a good sign. Yeah, you need some hard hitters hanging out with you because he doesn't have any security with him here, right? Does he even have a gun? You just have to land one special forces team on this planet somehow. I know that'd be hard, but you could do that. You could take his ass out. He needs personal security with him at all times. He is scary, isn't he? Oh shit. Possessed. That's a strong accusation. So is being a pact with the devil. Damn, dude. It's a good point. He's a bad motherfucker. He likes to do the little sidestep. He's like that Texas governor. Goddamn. Yeah. Goddamn. Half. I use my whole ass. That's what I'm saying, man. I'll have you know I use all of my ass. Yeah, you better change the subject, bitch. That dude's talking cat shit, man. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, cough it up. I mean, we got a lot of life already, man. Our shit is teeming with life. Man, that's some bullshit ass logic. Bullshit. That kid's gonna be killing more people. He can be making up for what you did, motherfucker. And you can't put that on the kid either. It's time for you to have some kids. No, I don't. What the hell are you talking about, dude? Oh shit. Oh, okay. Interesting. He needs actual security, not some fucking, I know he's killed people, but still, a kid, right? He needs actual fucking security. You seem to know, motherfucker. I'm starting to wonder about him. Maybe he's associated with that bank. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't like the vibe in this house anymore. He put down an insurrection, motherfucker. Yep. Politicians always going to think about politics, and that's it. That's all they think about. Everybody always has a political motive, even when they don't, right? Oh shit! God damn. So I thought the bank's idea was to get him to be summoned, but maybe it's just to make this paranoid motherfucker take him out. Not maybe not literally take him out, but politically take him out. Dumbass. Yeah, you're not any good at your job. It's just what he had to do. There's always more than one choice, though. That's the problem. That's why manipulating people is so fucking hard, man. It's really hard to manipulate somebody. Yeah, because the Duke will kick your ass. Exactly. Oh, really? I thought he was going to. Oh, shit. Interesting. My friend's playing a deep game. I'll give him that. He's got a lot of pieces on the table. This is what I was talking about before, where the story can be about mostly one side, but then at the end, they have a little tail end of the other side. That's what they're doing here. I wonder if mass would even matter. I guess it depends on how the warp drive works, which of course is we don't understand because it's bullshit, right? But theoretically, though, how big something is shouldn't matter if it's a warp drive. It's not like physics here on Earth. The bigger something is, the more power you need to push it, right? Because you're not accelerating it. In a warp, you're just moving it to a different location. It's not mass times acceleration in that situation. I'm very tempted. Yeah, you still look untrustworthy, though. Everybody's a brat to this motherfucker. Yeah, I always wanted to be famous. Yeah. Look at him. See, he's actually got some talent, man. It's not just a situation, it's his own talent. That silver tongue. Yeah, maybe the issue is if you have to use more than one engine, let's just say you do, right? You have to have those engines working in synchronicity, right? You have to have them synced up. So if you need a technical issue to slow things down, that's the way I would write it. It seems to be what they're doing. Something similar to that. It sounds like, because you don't use the word warp drive unless you're talking about warping space, right? It's not like an impulse drive. Yep. That's why he had to go, right? When you have this kind of protagonist, it's even Yang. Even Yang needed his minion to leave because they have one slender thread. I like that. They need that minion to go. I'll elaborate more on that in a future video. But what I want to talk about here is, have you ever heard the old saying that if a man owes a bank $1 million and he can't pay it back, the man has a problem. But if a man owes a bank $1 billion and he can't pay it back, the bank has a problem. And that's just one thing. In other words, like, if they've invested that much money in one person, the person is too big to fail. They call it too big to fail. That's why the American government bailed out the banks and some of these real estate companies and stuff like that because they were too big to fail. If they fail, that affects more than just them. It affects a lot of other things. You can't let that happen, right? More to the point, though, in the Game of Thrones mythology, and this isn't going to be a spoiler, so you can stick around. In the Game of Thrones mythology, you have like a kingdom. And then you have a bank that's located in another continent, but they talk to each other and shit. And the kingdom owes the bank 3 million. We'll call it dollars. It's their version of currency. Owes the bank like 3 million in gold. If a kingdom tells the bank to go fuck themselves and doesn't pay it back, that bank will hire a company of mercenaries or assassins, one or the other. They either hire an assassin to go kill the fucking king who made that decision, or they'll hire a gang of mercenaries to go over there and usurp the fucking kingdom and give power to somebody else who will pay them back. You see me? The bank has actual recourse when you tell the bank to go fuck themselves, we're not paying you back. So that makes sense. So you always pay, it's called the Iron Bank. You always pay the Iron Bank back. Because if you don't, they're going to either hire an assassin they're like really badass assassins. Nobody can stop them. They will fucking kill you. Or they can hire one of these mercenary groups like 20,000 men or something, which is a lot in this case, just to fucking take your shit over. So you got to pay them back. So my question here is, and I don't know the answer to this, I'm raising this as a question. What is this? Is it Fezan? Fezzan? What are they going to do if they call, look, you need to pay us back right now? And this is an actual fucking multi-solar system empire, essentially, the Alliance. It's a fucking massive unit. All these planets, all this military force. What the fuck is the bank going to do if we say, get paid? Fuck off. We're not paying you back. What is a recourse? And I don't know what that recourse is. What is a recourse? Like, what can they actually do if you tell them to go fuck themselves? I'm curious. See, I think and this kind of exposition gets so far into weeds, it can be super boring. So they probably won't explain it. Or maybe they have and I missed something in the dialogue, right? But it's an interesting question to me. As a world builder, as a writer, you'd have to explain why the Alliance would feel compelled. Maybe it's just a sense of honor. We gave our word. Okay, fine. But if they're being unreasonable, they're saying, no, you need to pay us back now because we don't trust your government. We don't trust like you. Maybe there'll be a civil war. We don't trust you. Then what happens if you say, no, go fuck yourself? That's what I'm wondering. But this is the end of this video. It's probably too long with that last rant, but it is what it is. And you'll be dropping another video soon.